Everyone who danced at Bella's wedding went home smiling, but by morning, the whole town was quiet. Too quiet. Only one little girl woke up, holding a slice of cake and a secret no one could explain. Once upon a time, a long time ago, in a beautiful town full of big houses, bright lights, and shiny cars, there lived a girl named Bella. Bella was the most beautiful girl in the whole town. Her skin was soft like milk. Her smile was like the sun. Everyone loved her. Children wanted to be like her. Mommies wanted her as a daughter and daddies wanted her to marry their sons. Bella was kind too. She gave food to poor people. She hugged old people. She danced with little ones on the street, and also helped mothers in the market. People called her the Golden Heart. One day, Bella said she was getting married. Everyone was so excited. The whole town shouted with joy. Finally, Bella has found her Prince Charming. The man's name was Daniel. He was tall, rich, and wore clean suits that sparkled like stars. He came from another town far away. He spoke gently and also he smiled kindly. But nobody knew where he truly came from. Bella said, "I want my wedding to be the biggest, brightest, and happiest day in the whole world." Everyone was in support of it and so it was. They planned the wedding for a good 6 months to make sure they achieved perfection Bella wanted. On the wedding day, the hall was covered in white roses and golden lights. The floor shined like glass. The chairs were soft and wrapped in silver cloth. There were candles floating in the air, yes, floating. And the smell of sweet flowers filled the air. The food. Oh! The food was something from dreams. Long tables were filled with pink rice, honey chicken, golden fish, cakes as tall as trees, and drinks that sparkled with bubbles. Every guest was served like kings and queens. People clapped. They danced and they all laughed. They ate and ate to their satisfaction. But Bella, she did not eat. As the music played and people clinked their glasses, Bella just smiled. She walked between the tables in her flowing white gown, nodding and thanking everyone. "Eat, please. You are my family," she said sweetly. Her smile was soft, but her eyes looked tired. Not sad. Just like something far away was calling her. Her mother asked, "Bella, won't you eat?" Bella smiled and said, "Not yet, Mama. Let everyone eat first." Daniel stood beside her, holding her hand. But he did not talk much. He only watched. After the cake was cut, the couples had their final dance, and after the last song, the guests began to leave. Some said they felt sleepy. Some said their bellies felt heavy. Some just sat down, closed their eyes, and never opened them again. But nobody screamed. Nobody cried. Everything was soft. Quiet. Like bedtime. By morning, the whole town was empty. The air was so cold. The birds did not sing. And Bella, she was standing outside the hall, still smiling. Only one little girl remained. Her name was Joy. She was just 5 years old. She did not eat anything at the wedding. She was only holding a small bite of cake. She had hidden the rest of the food in her bag to take home. When Joy woke up the next morning, her mommy and daddy were not moving. Her uncles and aunties were still. Even the cat was gone. Joy ran to the wedding hall. She found Bella sitting on the steps. "Where is everyone?" Joy asked. Bella looked at her gently. "They have gone somewhere soft. Somewhere quiet. Somewhere without pain." "Why?" Joy's voice shook. Bella gave her a small paper. "Read this when you're older. Not now. Keep it safe." Joy nodded. And just like that, Bella walked into the golden light. And vanished. 10 years passed. Joy was now a big girl. She still had the letter. On her 15th birthday, she opened it. It read, "I was chosen before I was born. My wedding was not for love. It was for balance. Every 100 years, one town must be taken. That is the price to keep the rest of the world safe. I loved my people. I wanted to dance, not take them. But the promise was sealed. If I had eaten, I would have gone too. I had to stay awake. Until it was done. Forgive me." From Bella, the bride of the quiet sleep. Joy never forgot that day. She lived with a woman who found her crying near the empty wedding hall. Her name was Auntie Grace, a sweet woman who lived in a quiet place by the hills. She had no children of her own, so when she saw Joy, alone and scared, she took her in with open arms. Joy grew up far away from the town where Bella's wedding happened. No one ever spoke of that place. It was called the Sleeping Town now because everyone there had gone into forever sleep. But Joy remembered. She remembered the golden hall, the floating candles, the sweet cake, the way people vanished without a sound. And she remembered Bella's smile, soft and strange. And the letter. Every year on her birthday, Joy read it again. One town must be taken, the price to keep the rest of the world safe. One day, when Joy turned 16, she had a dream. In the dream, Bella stood in the middle of a garden of glass flowers. Her dress was black now, but her eyes were still kind. "Joy," Bella said softly, "you are the last thread." "The last what?" Joy asked. "The last one from the town. The rest are in a quiet place. You have a choice." "What choice?" But Bella only pointed behind her, where a white door stood in the sky. And then Joy woke up. That morning, Joy walked outside. The sun was shining, birds were singing, and Auntie Grace was cooking yam and eggs. Everything looked normal. But something wasn't. The sky had a crack. It was small, like a scratch. But Joy could see it. No one else noticed. She blinked and rubbed her eyes. The crack was still there. And behind the crack was a glowing white door. The same one from the dream. That evening, she climbed the tallest hill and stared at the sky. The door began to open, slowly and gently, like a hand was inviting her. She whispered, "I want to know the truth." A golden wind lifted her off the ground. She flew. Joy landed in a place with no floor, no walls, no sky, just soft golden clouds, floating books, and voices that sounded like water. A woman in a silver dress waited for her. "Welcome to the place between life," she said. "What is this place?" Joy asked, her voice shaking. "It's where all the guests from the wedding are sleeping," the woman said. "They are not gone, just resting." "Can I see them?" The woman nodded. She opened a silver curtain, and behind it, in perfect rows, lay all the people from the wedding. Smiling, still, peaceful, like statues made of light. Joy saw her mommy and daddy, her teacher, her uncle who made silly jokes. All of them. She cried. "I want to bring them back," she said. The woman shook her head. "You can't. But you can stop this from happening again." "How?" "By breaking the bride's promise." The bride's promise was a rule written in fire a long time ago. Every 100 years, a town would be chosen. A bride would be picked before birth. Her wedding would be a feast of goodbye. If she broke the promise, the whole world would shake. But if someone outside the promise broke it, the rule would end forever. "You are not chosen, Joy," said the silver woman. "You are free. You can fight it." "But how do I fight something I don't understand?" She pointed at Joy's heart. "You understand more than you think." And then, she gave Joy a mirror. But it did not show her face, it showed Bella, standing in a black dress, crying. Joy walked through the sky until she reached the garden of glass flowers again. Bella was there, holding her wedding dress. I did not want this, Bella said. I was just a girl. Like you. I know, Joy said. But it's not your fault anymore. You can rest now. No, Bella said. Not yet. You have to finish what I started. She placed the dress in Joy's hands. You must wear this, and stand in front of the world. Say no. Refuse the meal. Break the chain. Joy's hands shook. But what if I vanish too? Bella smiled gently. Then you'll vanish a hero. But maybe, just maybe, you won't. Joy closed her eyes. And when she opened them, she was back on the hill, with the sky cracking wide open. All across the land, people felt strange. Some said the air smelled like roses. Others said they heard music, like a wedding song. But in the middle of it all, on the tallest hill, stood Joy. In Bella's dress. With her arms outstretched, she shouted, "No more sleeping towns. No more golden halls. I break this promise with all my heart." And just like that, the sky shook. The crack closed. The white door vanished. And far away, in the place between life, every guest woke up, one by one, blinking and smiling. The town was alive again. And Bella, she stood one last time in her black dress. Then she smiled at Joy, and turned into golden butterflies. This story teaches us that some rules are meant to be broken, especially when they bring pain. The bride's promise was a tradition no one questioned, but it cost a whole town their lives. Until one girl, Joy, chose to ask why. She did not have all the answers. She did not have special powers. But she had something greater, courage and a kind heart. And sometimes, that is all it takes to break a curse. Joy teaches us that it is okay to be afraid, but it is not okay to stay silent. She stood on a hill, in Bella's dress, and said no more. That simple act woke the sleeping town. We learn that you can be the one to change the story. Even if the pain was not your fault, you can choose to stop it from hurting others. Be brave like Joy. Speak when things are wrong. And never be afraid to say enough. Because one voice can bring the light back to the world.
Until next time, this is Rietta. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, like, share and comment below so that I will know your opinion. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you will be the first to know when the next video drops. Peace out.